Yes, this is up and running again. Let me just post it everywhere and also turn off the stream audio. All right. Posted and ready. I hope the stream is not lagging. I hope everything's fine. Let's check the audio one last time. What about if it's a louder patch? Alright. Just gotta check that real quick. Posted and ready. I hope the stream's not lagging. I hope everything's fine. Let's check the audio one last time. What about if it's a louder patch? Okay, louder patch might actually be a bit loud. Just gotta... Okay, this is like this is gonna be the average loudness. Nice! We good. Do I still use Cubase? Yes, for recording vocals sometimes, for editing drums for certain kinds of edits. It's way easier for grouping samples for contact instrument mappings, for like a lot of things where organizing it in Ableton would be way harder, or for like pitching vocals or for cutting things up right at the transients. Cubase is a lot easier there. I don't have the Preset Junkies project on me because it's only in Cubase and I don't have it on this laptop. How do I get Xylan to be a moderator? I've got no idea because I haven't streamed in a year. So like, someone walk me through that. Also, I can show you what I've been working on recently. There's like a bunch of work in progresses. /mod silent. Yes, there we go. And there's a friend of Mark Becker. Yeah, I know that guy. Alright, that worked. I've made some stupid wonky wobbly ideas. Oh, actually this is, oh yeah, why is this on -22? This is just some random doodles and cool patterns. Oh, this one's cool as well. Oh yeah, why is this on -20? Okay, sounds alright. I think the other one's cooler though. This is just like very spaced out, wonky, random stuff. I'm gonna stay in LA for a little longer. I think I'm gonna stay there for 2 months and then I'm gonna be back in Europe for 3 weeks for shows, and I'm gonna be back in LA till December. Then we're gonna have Disciple Week and Christmas. Then I'll be back home for Christmas probably. So it's gonna be a back and forth in total, maybe for a year. That's kind of the plan. a year or something. Oh, this is another one. This is like, no, don't even bother playing the build up here. This is just...
So basically...
Yeah, and then just keep this playing in a loop for about an hour. I don't know if we can talk arrangement, because that's like a big topic. I really want to do more studio times. I'm probably going to do more when I'm in LA. I hope I can find some time there to do more. I'm definitely going to stream more in LA, because that's less work in the post-production than doing the studio time videos. I might start uploading the streams, I don't know. I don't feel too confident about them yet to just like directly upload them. Who ripped off songs? Quick overview of the drums. This is actually an interesting thing in here. The drums are pretty self-made, because I made both the kick and the snare with the new Sonic Academy kick plugin. Except for there's like this layer on the snare. But this is like kick and snare, and the kick and also the snare are made in Kick 2. I can show you how to make drums in that, which is actually fairly easy. There's some processing on the snare here, so I made it a little shorter. There's 16% OTT on it, a slight EQ boost down here, and distortion. So without the effects, it sounds like this. Just the same, just less distorted and not as heavy. So yeah. But yeah, there's a cool way to make those snares in Kick 2. And also make kick drums, of course. I really like this plugin. Okay, I have the mastering chain on now, so I'm just gonna turn it off while we're working on this. Otherwise that's just gonna alter the sound a lot. So yeah, the init setup sounds really weak, but you can make really cool dubstep kicks out of this by like making it really short, punchy in this range. And this is just the sub. So what you got to do is, once you have that down, this is the volume. Still sounds super weak, I know, but we're getting there. Also some distortion. So what you can do is, here you have these 3 clicks that you can put on the kick, but you can just load any sample you want into the click folders here. So you can either use the factory clicks or just like drop whole sample pack folders in here. So for example, I think I got some hi-hats here, some self-made recorded percussions. I'm just gonna solo the layer samples here. For example, there's some percussions I recorded that kind of sound like hi-hats. A lot of weird stuff. And the idea is that you kind of enhance the transient with this. I hope is this still streaming? Okay. Oh no. No, it's not. What is happening? There we go. Yeah, the internet here is a bit weird. I'm just gonna like stop watching my stream over there and hope it's just gonna keep on. I'm just gonna have an eye on the chat, so just type RIP if it doesn't stream anymore, then I know. Okay. So the cool thing is, even if you load a full kick drum into one of these, for example, I got like kicks from a BHK pack, which is like a drum and bassy kind of pack. So for example, this kick drum, and you kind of want to use it on top of the one you're making, you can easily just remove its sub, or the high frequencies, and shorten it and pitch it up and down. So what I would do is I'd have, for example, one of these kicks, but I'd fade it in, so there would be no hard attack, and also just use the top end, and then have another sample like this one, or what would be a good attack? I don't know if this is a cool attack, but like, you know, layer this. This could be interesting. Let's try this sample as well, and again, volume automation here for the, like, some fade in. You can add as many points here as you want, and then like make it actually really short. Maybe pitch it up. Okay, that sounds stupid. But you see where I'm getting with this. So half of the equation, that is maybe just making it really short. That's a weird sample for a kick drum, that's true. So half of the equation is just having the sub hit in the right frequency range. You know, when you do a big room kick, you usually kind of want it to like end on one note. So it's kind of the sub at the same time. Kind of like that. So usually with dubstep kicks, you kind of just want them to go down until they're over, and actually have them really short. And try to incorporate some punchy mid-range. You kind of want it to hit a lot around 110 Hertz. So not a kick, but more like a coo. Just a pitch automation. Needs to sit really right. I wonder if I saved any presets. Damn it. Yeah, this does sound a bit weak. So after messing around with this, I made a bunch of kicks. This is my kick 2 kicks folder. And then they just sound like this. The sub kind of always does the same thing. It just like goes down almost into like 40, 50 Hertz range, and then it's gone. It's like really, really short kick. But you can also make snares with it, where I've used like claps and pitched them up and down as the layers. This is of course not like 100% synthesized. It's like layering stuff in a kind of GD way, since you're like layering 3 claps or snares and then adding your own low-end punch with the oscillator in there. So it's not fully synthesizing them from scratch, but it's a way to do it. It's cool though if you kind of have your own layers already, like white noises, claps, recorded percussions that you can layer on the synthesized sine wave for the snare punch or for the kick punch, so then it's all your stuff, so then you can like make them actually from scratch. What is Alan doing? Let me read the chat. Yeah, arrangement would be an interesting thing actually, maybe. Yeah, I can really recommend Kick 2. It's a lot of fun, and actually some of the presets are really good. Arrangement-wise, maybe a cool thing to talk about here is the arrangement of the different bass sounds. So the important thing with dubstep bass patterns is repetition and call and response. So in this case, it's just this hit on the one that basically everyone's doing. Like Getter is doing it with a minor chord stab on top of it, just as Zombie does it. In this case, it's just a wonky bass followed by a sample, and then you have the that's like one riff followed by. So you could kind of say those are call and response. So A, and then B, and then you have the repetition with the variation that it's not B, the call and response part, but it's something different. So it's hit, A, B, hit, A, C. That's how I would call this arrangement. And then you kind of repeat this.
Basically,
but with different patches. Or you can just automate FM pitches to change higher, or like automate the sound to change. I've also made some future bass stuff. If you want, you can have a tiny listen, because I'm not going to show too much of that. Because here at university, I've been doing some recordings with vocalists from the university, and yeah, what happened to the melodic? Yeah, I'm doing a lot of future bass at the moment. That's just hasn't been released yet. So have a listen to this, for example. So yeah, that's one thing I've been working on. There are a few others that aren't released yet as well. Or you can just automate FM pitches to change higher, or... Let me read the chat again. What is add fat rack? Yeah, that is an effect chain that I like to use. Everyone going haywire about the beautiful desktop background. Oh. This is another thing I started recently. I'm just gonna give you like a really short glimpse. Yeah, I do play Overwatch. Oh wait. If I listen to the stream audio, that's gonna feed back into the stream. Okay, I have to be careful with this. This could go horribly wrong. So this is another thing I started before the weekend with the same girl who was singing on the track before.
Call, but you don't answer me anymore. So tell me now. Hey, no, don't be scared. I ain't too sure what you're following. I could be your home. I could be your everyday. I could give you worth. I could give you worth.
Yeah. So very poppy, future bassy, melodic stuff. So don't worry, I'm not all heavy bass sounds. I'm still doing melodic stuff. Yeah, I do play Overwatch. Have you made some trap? No, not proper trap. Maybe like hybrid stuff. Have you planned on releasing the Push 2 stuff you made? Nah, that's not release worthy. It's just playing around and like loops, and it's like music for a menu in a computer game, or in the background of a not even a commercial, like really basic annoying stuff. Singing on the track before. Oh yeah, Hanzo's ult. That would be the track to play. There's like a 30 seconds delay between the chat and the video now. So like, I'm reading all the responses to the second future-based tune. Brave kick. That's a cool adjective for a kick drum. That's a brave snare. That's kind of cool though. Happy to see the positive response. I can actually open up the project to that one and like daddle around in that a bit and show how I arrange future bass, for example. There we're back at arrangements. What was it like working with Kill the Noise? How was the workflow? That was actually really cool. We did most of the tune on his computer at his house. And it was kind of a good back and forth, like changing, like sometimes he was driving, sometimes I was driving, and I would make sounds on my laptop, bounce them out, put them on a stick, we would load them up into the project file, and then once we were halfway done and I had to go back home, we saved the project file, I took it home, he worked a bit on it, I think he sent me another updated version, and I did some more, I did like the chill part in the middle. So it was like a very good 50-50 work there, I think. I felt very happy with the result as well. My emotional remix was being used in a documentary on a German TV channel. Okay, that is cool. I wonder what the copyright laws on that are. I guess they don't care. That's like really... That's like really weird. VR X Ulosal. Maybe, who knows? May play the melodic trap you put on your Instagram. It's not on this laptop, I'm sorry, otherwise I'd play it. I can play the Instagram video though, but that's not gonna be a lot of fun. How about some insight on how to future-based chill stuff? Yes! This is that. Oh, fuck, the stream is hanging again. It's lagging. Okay, it's working again. It's like, if it stops, it's just 5 seconds or 10 seconds. So just keep calm and like wait 10 seconds. It should be back. It should keep on where it left off as well. I don't know. I hope so. So this is the future-based project. With a beautiful bird ambience in the back. So yeah, here the idea is this is a 16-bar verse.
Waiting for you to call. You don't answer me anymore. There is no...
With also like a 16-bar intro. The cool thing is this sound here, this kind of marimba-like sound, is actually a frying pan that I recorded at Skrillex's house in Malibu. Because when I was there, I brought my recorder and just recorded the whole kitchen they had there. So yeah, that's a cool thing. And it kind of sounds like a marimba or a xylophone. And then that's being layered with an electric piano. The chords here are actually really basic, it's just a serum with saws and a funky filter sweep doing wow wow wow. And then later on there's another serum coming in. That's almost the same, but this time the filter is open and it's just modulating the volume for the classic, almost overused future bassy sound. So this is the future bass part. Oh my god, the stream is 1 minute behind now. I have to refresh it probably. That could be better. Let me try. Okay. With also like a 16-bar intro. Yeah, the stream is like a minute behind. Damn it. Okay. I gotta work with that. It's just gonna create some really awkward moments where I'm just staring at the chat like, please play Flutter. I love this song, my favorite song of 2000. Oh, that is so nice. Why should I play it here though? You can just listen to it. Can you show how you made the main bass from Without a Trace remix? If I had the project file on this laptop, I could. Kitchen step confirmed. Beautiful. Yeah, and then there's this bridge. That's already kind of using the chords from the chorus. And then the chorus is just the same chords but super loud with lots of layers. There's like trumpets and lots of layers there to make it really wide and really loud. What mic did you use for your recordings? For this song, especially, we used the microphone I'm using right now for streaming. It's a Rode with the slash through the O NT-1. Also, yeah, this is like a lot of vocal tracks. We've got a lead, then 3 backings, and a lot of harmonies. For trouble inside you, thinking that there's no other way. To make it like really wide and beautiful. Borg project file would be sick as well, even though there's like weird iterations of that project file. There's the one we started with, then there's stuff that James did, then I got stems, I worked on them again. So there's no real, there's like 3 different Borg project files. Just had to chat real quick. So yeah, did like a lot on the vocal production here. I could be your home. I could be your everyday. I could give you warmth. Even if I'm feeling cold, my dear. I could be your home. I could be your everyday. So yeah, we had a lot of fun there doing tons of harmonies. And in the drop there's like when the chorus repeats, there's some additional elements coming in, this tiny little arp. There's even more layers for the chords. And the drums are actually quite cool as well. There's the kick and the snare. I have to admit, I used one of the Cymatics Jack U snares and pitched it down and layered it with a bunch of other samples. And the kick drum is from Producer's Choice Survival Drum Kit, kick number 99, with the transient from Zomboy's Beast in the Belly kick drum. It is such a mess, but it works. And then there's hi-hats, which is some self-recorded tambourines actually. And a ticking clock. And more hi-hats. And crashes. A cool thing is, I was at my girlfriend's place and I recorded a music box. And I also recorded the wind-up noise, which is this. And we put it into the track before the verse here. And then later on, it's actually kind of used like a pre-clap to the snare. So this here is the wind-up sound again, but here it's like right before the snare, so it's like...
Staying up, way too late, thinking that
kind of a cool texture, I thought. Yeah, so this is what we did here. When will you do remix contest? I should do another one. It has been a while, right? All of those harmonic vocals are recorded. I pitched like one of them because it didn't fit in quite well and it needed to be a different note, but like we recorded 20 tracks in total on top of each other. Retro Riot and Cone sound, that would be cool. I'd be so down for that. Are you planning to make a collab with Fox even? I'm not planning any collabs right now. There's like I don't know. Yeah, if it's cool. Can you show us the Lionhearted remix? That one is so old. I don't even have it on my other laptop. It's like on some old machine that's already died. There's no way that that's gonna come back. Get her in summer with Suicide Medics. I don't know. And I also recorded the clock from Skrillex's bedroom. Yeah, no, that's actually the clock from a house from my girlfriend's parents. Music box trap. Yeah, so this is that. Also in the bass section, there's not much happening. There's just a sub and a saw wave. Yeah, the trumpets are a bit messy, but I kind of like it. And as the outro, I kind of thought it was cool to just have these chords here. I'm just gonna mute them. I thought it was cool to like have these very simple chords here. I'm just gonna mute the vocal real quick. And then kind of have a solo on top of this. So it will kind of... Let me just bypass this so I can actually play something. It's really hard to play with the latency because it's like a quarter of a second, which is a lot, just like really annoying. Make that chord sound in massive. Yeah, we could do that. How do I make the chords sound so gated? That's actually mostly LFO tool. So if I'm using Serum, I just automate the volume of the oscillators. But like all these layers, for example, and also the trumpets here have an LFO tool on it that just does this on eighth notes. So that kind of gates everything already. I also automated the volume here because there was some reverb tails here, but yeah, but that's kind of how you can make them hover like that really easily. How you can make anything hover. LFO tool is such a good tool, especially for future bassy stuff, where you just need everything to hover.
don't be scared.
So I can actually play something. There's like 1.5 minutes of delay now. I feel like I could stop the stream and then continue it in a minute and then it would kind of catch up. I don't know. I'm just not gonna do this. Maybe it's gonna get unstable. Riot versus Haywire battle needs to happen. Yes, that'd be so cool. I wonder if I can bring down the latency a bit more though, because this is really annoying. I really wanted to jam out on this. Maybe if I get rid of the Pro L. Feels a bit better, but this is, I mean, yeah, this is a huge project. Who am I kidding? This is like super hard to like jam on this if this is just such a big project with so much stuff going on. I guess since I'm not saving this, I can just like try and get rid of this. Hopefully it's not gonna crash now, because that's like a huge deal to remove so many tracks with so many effects. Maybe the stream is gonna halt because of this. I hope not. Okay, there we go. Feels a lot better already. Still needs a limiter though, I'm just gonna use the Ableton standard one. This could go on for hours. I saw somebody watching, like listening to the stream in his car on his radio, however that worked. So this could be like a stream radio station thing where I just have some project files prepared where I just jam out to shit. That would be really cool. Bye, Island. I'm 1.5 minutes late saying goodbye now because of the stream latency. I'm really sorry. But bye, Eric. Gotta check some chats real quick. And Carl is here. Hey, Carl. Because of this. Hope not. Here we go. There's almost 2 minutes of latency, like delay between the. This is getting more and more ridiculous. I'm just gonna halt the stream for a minute and then everything will be back. There's no latency in the playing though. That looks good. I guess you don't really need the warm-ups project file if you want to look at the project file. I guess you can just look at the preset, at the Serum preset. It's actually in the Riot Serum Presets Pack Volume 2. There is a preset called BS Warm-Ups. And that is the patch I use for warm-ups, the patch I made for it. Because I didn't use a lot of post-processing, I just had like a bunch of effects on it. I don't even know if I had any post-processing, so yeah, that was a fairly simple patch in terms of effects. Oh yeah, also this is the Hanzo's old track, I guess you guys wanted to have a look at that. To the stream in his car, on his radio, however that worked. The check again. What happened eventually with Kashmir? Oh yeah, we figured it out. He renamed the samples that were in question, so now there's my name in the sample file name, which is kind of cool. I'm fine with that. VR radio. Will there be another studio time episode? Yeah, I'm gonna try to make more once I'm in LA. I don't know how much time I will have for that, but I will definitely stream more when I'm in LA. Because this is kind of a test for the setup, because everything I'm using right now I'll take over to LA. So yeah, I'm just gonna use the same setup in LA, and this is sort of the test run. The Hanzo's old track actually consists of 2 project files at the moment, so that's why this is sort of half of the tune, and then this is the second half. Yeah, this is very rhythmic. What up? Yeah. The thing was, I started it and got this far, and then I wanted to play it at a club, but I forgot my laptop, so I couldn't work on it, so I had to work on Rossi's laptop, and I had to just use his plugins, the file I had so far, and then kind of extract the drums from this, so I can continue with the same drums I used here in like the second half I was building on his laptop, which was kind of a cool thing there. Because like here the bass is so delayed that you can just take this and then you have the kick drum without anything on it, and then obviously here's the hi-hat, and then for the snare I think I used this one and just made it like really short. Yeah, and then I made it longer again by adding reverb or something. So yeah, that's why the second half sounds so different. It's a mess of a project. The moment, so okay, and now I can watch the stream and see myself playing the tune and see the reactions, because there's such a huge delay on it. It's ridiculous. Can you recommend any good and cheap producer headphones? For $100 you can get good Sennheiser's HD 380 Pro or something. Sorry, Oscar, that I didn't tell you I was streaming. Yeah, this is very rhythmic. Oh, and then the stream stops working, of course. I mean, that's just good then. Nobody can rip it out of the stream in full length. What's up, Valentin? Streaming in Ableton pants off. Do you propose that I'm not wearing any pants right now? Nobody knows. What order do you make the elements your song? Like, yeah, what order do I do my shit? I actually, with dubstep like this, I actually start with making a drum loop most of the time recently, or making a certain sound, Like I just started with this, and I think I just started by making the drum loop and then the bass sound. And then once this was done, like this part here, I made the whole intro, and then I made this, and then I made the rest. Yeah, but in this case it was like drums, then the bass pattern, then the rest, and also drop first, and then the build-up. But with a lot of future-based stuff or a lot of melodic stuff, I just load up a piano or something melodic and then just play and find chords and melodies, and then I might even start with the first thing that's going to be in the song, like a cute intro melody or something, and actually do the first thing first and start with the intro and the whole verse build up, and then I have to figure out how to add a fitting drop, which sometimes can be hard, but yeah. Then again, if you make a really cool intro with really big build up that totally hypes you up, and then you don't have a drop yet, it kind of motivates you to make a really good drop that actually follows up properly. So that's kind of another cool psychology in production there. I don't know if anyone else thinks that way. Oh yeah, now I can watch myself watching the reactions to the track. This is getting really ridiculous. I sadly can't show any processing on the drums. Oh yeah, this maybe, but like, this is processing on the drums that have already been processed, but whatever. I kind of took this snare excerpt and then also layered some 100% reverb on it and gated it so it's like really short. I even put an EQ on it, like with a bump at 100k, no 100k, at 1k. 100k would be like bad frequencies. So if you kind of give claps or snares a slight bump at 1k, they kind of sound more ka-y, like it kind of adds the ah vowel to it a little bit. That's kind of that region. So yeah. Oh, this was just an alternative snare I could have used. The kick is just... I think the kick is one of my kick 2 snares that I made. And then it's just that. And I think at some point there's like a clap coming in as well, so it's just like... Yeah. And here's a little fill. I think all of these toms for the fill are actually from the Ableton stock library as well, because I was using Rossi's laptop and I didn't know what samples he had, so I was only able to use Ableton stock samples, which is kind of cool to, even if in this case it was kind of, it wasn't planned, but like a situation where you're limited to only use a certain library, or you only have these 4 samples, or you don't have Serum, you only have Massive, or you don't even have both of them. Can kind of be cool to see how you can still get to the result you want without your usual tools, without the tools you're absolutely used to. And then you can get a drum fill like this. It would have been different. It would have been way different if I was on my own laptop, but now it's cool. Can you show us that remix, what is under your video on Facebook? That one's actually going to come out really soon. I don't have the final project file. I can't show it to you, and I don't have the tune on this laptop as well. I'm really sorry. But it's going to come out soon. Don't worry. What happened to that old breakbeat thing? I have no idea. Yeah, there's so many old things that are just sitting there. I am really sorry. About to shower while I watch your stream. Got you blasting full volume in my house. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Have a nice shower, man. I was talking about myself having my pants off because I didn't wanna... Oh, okay, alright, okay, yeah. Panda Eyes is not wearing pants right now, that's all you guys need to know. You should get a sub button. Will you make music for the rest of your life? I don't know. I kind of want to. I don't know if it's the thing that's gonna, like, where I'm gonna make my money with, though, for the rest of my life. Because I can totally see myself teaching at a university at some point, or I don't know what else there is where you're in the music industry but not actually making music. I guess a Foley artist would be a cool thing as well. I guess you're not actually making music there, but it's still sound related. And that would be a really interesting thing, really, because you can just be so creative, and I don't know, it just fascinates me. I guess it would feel a lot more like work though. If you work as a Foley artist, it would feel a lot more like work and not as much as a hobby, except if you're like totally into it, I guess. And here's this little fill. I think all of these toms for the fill. I'm still talking about the toms. This is so laid back. Can you show a Stay for a While project? I don't have it on this laptop. I only have like, these are all the projects I have on this laptop, and none of these are released tracks. This is just all shit I've been working on. Actually, this is a cool thing called Cohen Sound Drum and Bass Loop, because I was listening to this Cohen Sound and Acer EP, you know, with all the chill tracks with the cute piano and everything, and I kind of wanted to rebuild their drums. I know the snare doesn't sound as Cohen soundy because it's like more of a high-pitched drum and bassy snare. But like the cymbals was what I was mostly going for. Like the resonant rides. And then add some Asian instruments and it sounds like Cohen sound. Yeah, I know I need to do more studio time. How much were those foam pads? I think all of them together were 150 euros or something, but it's like 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 15, 20, 25, 30? 30 or 35 or 32. So it was a lot. And they're really good. They really worked well. I was very happy with them. I don't have a Stay for a While project with me, I'm so sorry. Someone is asking. Why are you moving to LA? Well, mostly because now I have my visa, so now I can actually play shows in the US. I've never played in the US before, but I am gonna play next weekend. So I'm flying over there in 2 days on Wednesday, and I'm gonna move in with Supreme and Ulasal. Probably. That's kind of the plan. Yeah, in the house like right next to the house where Astronaut and Dodge and Fusky live, and right next to the house where Willie from Barely Live lives and Dave Dubloads. So we're like all gonna be in one street together, which is gonna be really cool. So it's gonna be like a very creative node there. Yeah. So I'm kind of, that's sort of where I stay while I tour the US, because there's going to be like 2 shows pretty much every weekend from now on till the end of September. So that's why I'm moving to LA in, yeah, gotta put that in, how do you call these things, hyphens? Like when it's not really moving there. You know what I mean. So yeah. That is my explanation for that. Any other cool thing I can show you? Jazzy Future Bass. I've got no idea what that is, but let's have a listen. And I gotta check Facebook real quick. There's an external in. That's kind of cool. It's playing a chord. It's playing a fifth. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, it's this. This is this. Loud people outside. Okay, back to the stream. Someone is asking. Yeah, I usually master with Ozone. Can you make Complextor from scratch in another live stream? Yeah, that would be cool, because I really want to just make like one more Complextor track again, but it kind of needs a purpose, because otherwise it's sort of wasted time. But if it's like on a live stream and it's like a proper organized thing, that would be really cool. Play in New York. I want to! Book me there! I don't know if I'm booked there yet. I don't think so. Yes, I'm still using Ozone. In the house, like, next to the house. How did you learn to use the pitch bend for actual useful musical ideas? I find myself using it just for fun, never really helps create meaningful stuff. I don't know, it's just like a... you just use it in a melody if you kind of want to go from one note to the next without actually playing that note. So if I want to play, I just do instead, and you just like find those moments where you can do that. Maybe that explanation helps. The cool thing about this project file actually is that it sounds like a blues organ, while it actually is just Serum. And I made a Serum patch that sounds like a proper organ. It even has Leslie. And it can sound really nice and mellow like this, and it also responds to velocity a lot, so... And if I'm really soft... Beautiful! The power of Serum! Oh, I hope it's not lagging again. The feedback moment. Beautiful. I gotta check some chats again. Yeah. I don't know if this is ever gonna be a song. This is just fucking around. It could turn into some future bassy glitch hop, actually. That was sort of the plan for it, I don't know yet. In this case I also just started with the drums, because I wanted to make glitch hop drums. And then it turned into that. The kick drum is actually the kick drum from All I Ask of You by Skrillex. And the snare is... I've got no idea what the snare is or where it's from. I honestly have no idea, I'm really sorry. The bass plays also like some funky notes here. No idea what to do with this though. What is that? More of that. What is this? That was kind of the future bit a future bassy kind of bit I was going for, but that was never continued. Yet. Who knows? Maybe at some point. I've got no idea what else of this is, but we're gonna find out. Make a drop in 1 hour, that would be cool, the 10 minutes thing, but a little more fleshed out. Would I recommend a producer to study in Mannheim? Yeah, you should definitely try and like sign up at the Pop Academy, because it is really worth it if they accept you here and you get a place at the university here. It's so worth it. You learn so much. You meet so many great people that you can work with here. You have so much equipment to use. It's really worth it. Oh, I'm still Leslie showing the organ in the video. This is me trying to sound like Ollie, the dude from Finland. Some Omnisphere, some chromophone, and some Foley that I recorded. And I kind of tried to edit it so it fits the beat a little bit more. And then this is some random ad-lib. With bird ambience, of course. I'm still on the other project file in the stream. This is huge. When you're in the US, do you use headphones for producing? I'm trying to take the Atom A7 X's I have right now with me. I really hope I can take them with me because they're heavy, but I think there should be enough space in my luggage. So yeah, I want to take those with me, but if I'm on the road, I usually use these Sennheiser HD 380 Pro. Or some just really cheap random ones. Or I use these. If I want people to stare at me and like give me funny looks. That I produce with these. Beautiful. Oh wait, I gotta turn it off. I actually want to play shows with those. But that would be ridiculous. But it would be so funny. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. You've got a 200 Hz resonance on your mic. Do I still have that? Would I recommend a producer to study in Mannheim? Yeah. Not anymore. This is weird. I know my room has a really annoying resonance though. For like 130 Hz. Which is super bloody annoying. Drop in an hour would be cool, yeah. Or drop in half an hour, who knows? I'm definitely gonna do stuff like that once I'm in LA. But yeah, so as I said, I'm gonna move there in 2 days. So I'm moving out of this house tomorrow, so I have to get all my stuff, clean it all up here, pack all my stuff together, move a lot of stuff to my friends' places. A lot of friends are gonna pick up stuff because I'm not gonna take my keyboard with me and the keyboard stand. That's gonna go to a friend. I'm not gonna take my vacuum, as I said. I'm not gonna take my toaster, like all that furniture stuff. I'm not gonna take that with me. I'm giving it away to other students. So yeah, I have to clean this up now and pack my bags and get ready. I'm really excited and a little bit nervous as well. So yeah, that's also a reason why I can't stream much longer now. So like we've streamed for 1 hour now, so I think that's enough. I'm gonna do a lot more streaming once I'm in LA, I promise. Oh, and some people are just joining in right now, and I'm already talking about like finishing off the stream. I'm really sorry. Where do I get my Foley stuff from? A microphone, and then we just record it everywhere. I have like a travel recorder thingy. Yes. Okay, so yeah. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna do a lot more streams once I'm in Malay, I promise. Yeah. Gotta pack my stuff now. Thank you, and goodbye.